Hello there and welcome to the Bicycle Diaries. Today I'm cycling up to a place called Borden. Now I did cycle up there a couple of weeks ago because that was the town where I went to school, but this is going to be a completely different ride today, 40 kilometers or so, and that's because over the last couple of weeks I felt that I've been neglecting my endurance. I've been doing sort of shorter rides at about 30 kilometers or so, and today I thought I would just extend it a little bit. What a pain. I'm barely 10 kilometers in and my Di2 gears are playing up. Won't shift into the big ring. I don't think it's because the battery's running down. Although that is a sign, but I'm going to push on and see how I go. Actually, I stand corrected. My Di2 battery is running low, so at some point I think even the rear derailleur is going to give up. So let's get to Borden as soon as possible. I've owned this bike since 2014 and this is honestly the first time this has ever happened to me. I suspect the battery's a little old, so it doesn't hold its charge quite as well as it used to, but I should have charged it up, and no excuse, particularly because I also have a second battery, so that should have been fully charged as well. I love this route. It's out the back of the Queen Elizabeth Country Park behind Butser Hill. Roads are dead quiet, very picturesque and just very pleasant to ride. A little bit challenging with the gradients, but it's an amazing route. The really big bit of descent on this route is the descent of Kiln Lane into the village of Berriton. That's absolutely terrifying. That's behind me now, and I'm just about to start a nice longish descent into the town of Petersfield. Normally this is a nice fast 50-kilometer descent. I'm in my big ring and I'm spinning out, but today the system's only going to give me the small ring. I can't shift into the big, so I'm just going to have to take it nice and easy. I'm very conscious of saving what battery I've got left because I've got a nice long climb coming up where I'll need all of the gears on the back. Petersfield's a very pleasant little Georgian market town, just outside now, and the climb up to Hillbrow starts. It's about 4 kilometers long with an average gradient of about 4%. Love it. Now this climb isn't particularly long or particularly steep, but if you're gravitationally challenged like me, it's a bit of a pacer, which means I'm just going to try and concentrate on my cadence, just do 85 revs and just chug my way up here as best and as fast as I can and just enjoy it. the summit. Back in the late 90s, I used to live in Petersfield, and that was my run that I used to do every day on my trusty old Giant. Obviously, that was back in the days before GPS cycling computers and Strava and whatnot, so it would be very interesting to compare my times now to back then. Also back then, that was a main dual carriageway, very busy, and since they built the bypass, it's a lot quieter, so it's a lot nicer to cycle on. Last 10 kilometres of the ride now, and just approaching the village of Liphook. If you're watching the vlog a few weeks ago, this is where I started a vlog where I did my old ride to school. I was surprised how quickly that ride was actually, but yeah, just entering Liphook, and I've just got to go pretty close to my old school, but not quite there. We're going actually into the town of Borden. This is the one climb on this route now, and since I did it a couple of weeks ago, I've learned that it's called Hill House Hill. And just think about that for a minute. It's a hill named after a house that's named after the hill. Bonkers. Here I am in the town of Borden, and I'm just riding on this new road for the first time. It was only built about 2 years ago. Before that, it was just waste ground, but before that, in the late 1960s, it was a military railway. And if you've ever watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and the scene where the car's racing a steam train, that was filmed about 5 kilometres behind me. Borden itself is quite an old army town, but the army's gone now, and they're turning it into some kind of eco-village. Well, there we go, last couple of kilometres now, and it'll be 42 kilometres in the bank of fitness. Luckily, the Di2 battery held out, so I didn't have any major gear issues. So yeah, all in all, good day on the bike. Thanks for watching.